Hey, besties. Okay, so this is definitely not a Valentine's Day single, clearly. Actually, I've been like really playing with my like literally the face of my channel now and like her save file recently. And she got a call and it was the like 7 wild dates call, and we didn't finish it by the way, but it made me think like she doesn't have enough options. Like, I really wanted her to have more options, and I remember I really wanted to start making more of these like save file sims for like her save file. And low-key I should be making this like a playlist because I've done quite a few other families before and I've really enjoyed them, but I wanted her to have more options. And so I was scrolling on Pinterest and I was making a few more sims, and I found this like one photo. I'm gonna put it up, and it stuck with me, and I was like, I want to make a sim like that. And so yeah, I ended up making this sim, and he is like an archaeology professor from Mount Komorebi, and I think they live in Mount Komorebi too. And he's an adult, and he has like a child daughter who I think is like a sunshine kid, you know? And then like he has like a son, and a young adult son, and that's like gonna be one of her options because she currently has like four options, and then I think he's like the fifth option. And yeah, I wanted more, you know. I feel like four options wasn't enough, and so like I gotta keep making more families, also because like that's how like I'll help fill the world up, because I think I'm playing on like normal lifespan, which I don't typically. It might even be long, I don't even know, but she's in college right now, and so yeah, like I want I want to sort of like chill and like slow down my play a little bit. And so like obviously she can't get married to like the first person she sees, so like I want her to like actually experience like other people, you know, and like chill and live life, you know, breathe air. Somehow we know we're gonna get there, you know. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this sim. I think it was very easy to make him too. Like I had some really good skin details, and I was using a lot of Northern Siberia wind skin details, like like a lot. And he looks really, really good. And I think I was able to pull off like the adult look correctly. I did consider like making him like a wife or something, like either like a dead wife or something. But like I didn't make her. Like I just decided to like give him the kids with no explanation of how he got those kids. Like I didn't feel like making like an adult female sim in the moment, which shocking. That is so shocking. Like I have never not wanted to do that ever. But like in the moment I really wanted to like stay where I was, you know, mentally in that headspace to be making like good looking male sims. Like I couldn't leave that space to make a female sim, because then I wouldn't want to make the other male sim that I had to make at the time. And I thought it was interesting, like archaeology professor, like I think that's interesting, you know. And I don't ever use archaeology, like I never ever use it, because like it's literally tied to Selva Dorada, which I have so many thoughts about that. And so therefore I don't really ever use it, because it's like that's the only world that you can use it in, really. And it's like don't like that. But I think archaeology professor, that sounds more interesting. And yeah, it gives me like an excuse to like have somebody use archaeology. I don't know if I want his son to like study that. I don't even know if he can study that. Probably like history. But like I don't know, I kind of want to use that. Like I know I just said I don't want to, but like I don't know, it's been so many years since I've actually like explored it, because it's like I don't know, like once you do it once, it's like the novelty kind of runs off, you know. And like I don't know, you have to like give it a break for a couple years and then come back to it. and then I moved on to the daughter, and I always like to do this with child sims, like make sure that their face that they grow into makes sense, because I feel like EA does not do that. They really do not do that, and it's so key if you want to have like decent looking sims, and like especially like a legacy type save where you can like play through generations and have sims look good. Like you really have to make sure the children look good when they like age up, because if they have like any kind of like exaggerated feature when you make them as a child, it will reflect in like their adult appearance. Like Alexander Goth, the girly pop from Strangerville, Evie Delgado, like you cannot make the sim at the age that you want them to be. You can't do that. You have to make them as an adult and then age them down, so that way they actually look right when they age up. Because yeah, no, they can't be trusted. They cannot be trusted to make like a toddler sim as a toddler. Like it's not gonna work out. It just isn't. But I named her Ayumi because I literally went on Google and looked for like Japanese names because I didn't want to be like that one guy that names them after like all anime characters. Like I didn't want to do that, so I trusted Google. I trusted like the baby names websites, and I was like, let's go with that, you know. And their last name is Overwatch related, but that was it. That was like the one thing I gave myself. I didn't want to name her Kiriko either. Like I didn't want to do that. I just, you know, like I can only do I can only do so much. And so I wanted their names to be more like actual people, you know. I hope that made sense. But yeah, I made her like a sunshine kid because I feel like he'd have that, you know. And I feel like maybe like either if his son doesn't study archaeology, then like she would, you know. And it honestly, now that I'm like vocalizing and like really thinking about the archaeology skill and like how it's literally tied to Selva Dorada, it makes me think like, why haven't they like updated that, you know? Because all of these worlds hypothetically would have their own history and like their own cultures and stuff. And it's like, why can't we like dig in like Mount Komorebi or something? Like, you know, all of these places would have their own history. I don't know. I think that's like a really interesting thing to think about, actually. But also there'd be a lot of pretend. Like I feel like if she studies like archaeology, I would like her to study like in Mount Komorebi and like dig in Mount Komorebi, which means a lot of imagination because that's not gonna be possible. But I wish it would. I think that'd be fun. And then this is like the sim. The sim that I'm really like gonna focus on, because this is gonna be like her other option. And my sim is actually bi, so I really need to start making her some like female sims, because I was just kind of using like my townie makeover sims, but like a lot of those sims are not open to being in a relationship with her, because she had a date with Miko and she like straight up rejected her. So like I think I really need to start making some more like female sims for her, because it's getting a little ridiculous actually. And this sim, I didn't want him to be like a carbon copy of his dad, which is really easy to do because like there's technically no other sim that's like providing their genetics. So like the make a child thing part of like Cass can really easily make like a carbon copy, but like I really did not want that. So like I wanted to give him a bit more differentiation, and I wanted him to look a little bit more like the like inspo photo. And yeah, so I wanted him to have a bit more like of a longer hair, not super long, but like probably like medium length hair. And I definitely like him a lot. I think he turned out really, really well. And I'm like super proud that like I made him. Like it's like really, really good. Like surprisingly good. Like it really surprised me. And so for like his style, I wanted it to be sort of like streetwear casual, I guess. Yeah, but like obviously I wanted him to be a bit more like polished because I imagine like his dad has like a lot of money. Yeah, I imagine like his dad has like a lot of money. So like I imagine that like he has like the money to spend to get like really cool clothes. And yeah, I think that like I really like his style. I think it's really fun. And I really like the sim, honestly. I kind of want to like see him in game and like play with him a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it's like a one true pairing yet, but like I do really like her. And I got to sort of experiment a bit with like outfits and styling and pairing things that I've definitely never paired before together. But I wanted to give him a tattoo, which I'm like super excited for the new pack and like all of the fun tattoos. And like basically being able to like paint on tattoos, like that's so cool. I love that. You can like go and get a tattoo, like oh that's lovely. But yeah, I wanted to give him like some kind of tattoo, and I didn't want to be super stereotypical with like the dragon, but like I did name him like Shimada as like a last name. And if you play Overwatch, then like they kind of have a thing with dragons, you know? And well, like I had to give him the dragon, I'm sorry. But and then I gave him like a pretty little like flower tattoo on like his upper arm. So it kind of balances itself out, you know? And for his personality, I made him love bug and foodie, so I don't think I will make him study archaeology. And then obviously made him adventurous, and I wanted him to be a super parrot. And I started giving everybody like their personality now, because I love doing that for like the save file sims. They actually have like a real personality. And so like I imagine they're like really outdoorsy. Like they live in Mount Komorebi. I feel like they do all the like outside sports stuff. And yeah, I think it's like a family thing actually. And so yeah, it was fun like thinking about like what his what his turn ons and turn offs would be, and thinking about that for like his father too, like what he would care about. And yeah, I think it's so fun. I love Love Struck, like I do. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it really did add so much for me. Like genuinely, it really changed quite a lot about like how I play, and like the fact that like the relationship bar will go down if you don't like interact, because like that happened to me all the time. Like genuinely, like genuinely, especially with like a legacy family, like once they get married and once they have like their first couple of kids, like they don't really ever talk to each other because there's like so much to do at that point. Like there's so many things to take care of. Like they never really get the time to talk to each other, and that never really mattered before Love Struck, because like their relationship bar would never go down, you know. It would always be the perfect happy couple like forever. But like I love that it can like deteriorate. I really do. Like, because then it actually, like, I'll look and it will be like all the way down. And I'm like, oh my God, they have to talk to each other. Like, we need to have like a date night. And then you schedule a date and it's like, it's just great. It's great. I highly recommend Love Struck for like all of the things, just all of the reasons. It really did what like it advertised itself to do, which is not always the case for a lot of like Sims packs. So I have to like respect it for being exactly what it said it was gonna be. And then these screenshots, I only took a couple just so you could see like the family, and let me know what you guys think about them.